Britt, this is it.
We're on. Hello. Let's just go give people a few, maybe about a minute or so to see if anyone logs on. This way I can also, I'm using my my cell phone that you can see. Oop, there we go. My cell phone. So I can see people making comments, possibly. That's off the, okay. That's, all right. So here we go. Okay, no one can see that because, okay. Oh, there we go. We got someone. If you want to sign in to StreamYard so we can see who you are when you're here, and if you want to make comments, please join us on StreamYard. You just have to put in your email address. So that way we can know what beautiful people we have with us this evening, because we have a fabulous announcement. Oh, we got a couple people. Okay, here we go. We got people rolling in. Hello, everyone. We have a big announcement coming up. I'm about to put some air conditioning on because I'm getting really hot. Yeah, we're going to be rolling here. So some dogs in the background, in case you wonder who that is. Let me show you. That's the dot back there. That's Kobe. He's going to be the referee in case we get, there you go. You see him. So I'm sorry about him. He's a jefe. So Carol, I'm going to let you take this away. So here we go. I am Dog Mom Lifestyles, right, guys? You've been hardcore 2 years, and you know how I am about helping organizations, rescues, and shelters. Like, that is the purpose of everything that I do, or behind everything that I do. And with that said, and Kobe here joining us for the announcement, we are going to pass the reins to Carol to share this fabulous partnership that is happening. Go ahead, Carol, take it away. Take it.
All right. Well, we here at Brown Dog Foundation are quite excited to announce that we are officially launching a partnership with Dog Mom Lifestyles. Can't help but call it Boo Dog Lifestyles because that's how I met her.
Don't worry.
With Dog Mom Lifestyles. As part of our Living Through Giving campaign, which is a new concept for us, where donors, benefactors can raise money, donate money, anything they want, as a way of helping us help families in need when their pets are in crisis. So just to tell you a little bit about Living Through Giving, it's really giving our donors and benefactors a way to come up with their own approach to raising money or donating money to support families in need through Brown Dog Foundation. So you choose the mechanism in which you give. Either you raise the money or you give the money directly, or you corral people and you get others to give or raise the money, and you direct it all to Brown Dog Foundation. And then we use the funds that you drive into our organization to help families in need. Jocelyn and her husband and her businesses have been doing this for over 10 years. She's one of our founding members of the Living Through Giving campaign, which is why we decided to launch this program with Jocelyn and Dog Mom Lifestyles. So we're really excited about this program. We're really excited about the partnership with Dog Mom. We're really excited about all the ways that Jocelyn and Dog Mom donate, raise money, raise awareness for us, all the things that they do to help our organization stay nimble, continue to help families throughout the year, every year. It's wonderful. So I want you guys to hear the story of how Jocelyn and I got to know each other. So I'm gonna ask Joss the question, and I'm gonna have her tell you guys the story. So Jocelyn, tell me, how did you come to find out about Brown Dog Foundation?
So, okay, here we go. It all starts from a dog, right? All our journeys.
Always.
That's right. So I had a dog for the first 16 years. When I moved to Manhattan, had a dog named Boo Boo, and she was the love of my life. And after she passed away, I wanted to recognize her. by creating a foundation. So I was looking up to see if anyone had used the name Boo Dog Foundation. And then I found Carol because she's Brown Dog Foundation. Like, what are the odds of finding, like, really, what are the odds of that happening? So I found Carol and I'm like, hey, I wanted to do what you're doing. This is amazing. Like, how, what could we do together? And wow, pretty much that was it. Through one email, right? We just connected, and it's sisterhood. Now we're like connected forever.
Yeah. Yeah. She sent me an email and said, I'm getting married, and instead of getting wedding gifts, I want people to donate to your foundation for my wedding gifts. Who does that? How cool is that?
Yeah.
So,
that was awesome.
that was the first. She was the first bride, the first person who came to me and said, I want to give my wedding and my gifts to Brown Dog. And I just thought that was the coolest thing in the world. And since then, 2 other brides did it, which was really cool. So yeah. And then, gosh, then that morphed into you started participating in our monthly fetch program. So every month you started donating $100 a month, I think, originally,
yes.
And that was through Boo Dog Lifestyles when you started that business and your State Farm agency. Mm-hmm. So that was great. For the first couple years, you were donating, that monthly fetch subscription. Of course, having that, for us, having that constant amount of money come in where we know we can count on that $100. So we can forecast how much we can help families in the future, right? That for a small organization like us, that means the world to know we've got stable income over the next couple months. And so that was critical for us in those early years. So that was a big deal. And then we started inviting her and Daniel to the wine dinner, and they got to come to so she came to our 10th anniversary wine dinner, which was awesome. And she liked that so much and spent so much money on the auction that she came back with her husband the next year to the wine dinner.
Auctions can get a little nasty. I will mention that, especially when dog items are involved, like dog bowls or anything with a dog on it. It can get pretty, we're talking hardcore.
Competitive. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So lots of fun. We have a lot of fun. A lot of good ways. So just great. Just all the different ways that you've, figured out how to, again, you give, but you raise money. It's both. It's not just one mechanism. And over the 10 years, I think we added up more than $10,000. Yeah. And that's just so it's amazing for us to think that, one person, you, Daniel, and your businesses, one person, one entity has had that much impact over 10 years. Imagine if we multiplied that out. 5 people, 10 people, 20 people, 40 people, 100 people. We could actually make a significant difference year after year after year after year if just 5 people, 10 people, 40 people did that. Yeah. So I'm hoping that through this streaming mechanism, we inspire somebody else to think about living through giving and coming up with their own idea to do something just like Jocelyn and Daniel and Dog Mom and all the other people and businesses that they're taking action just like they have. If you're interested, reach out to us. We'd love to suit you up.
And that's, one of the big things. For us, the reason this partnership is well, as Carol has explained, the reason the partnership came together is also, my dog, Doba, who is way over there, like behind the boxes. She's not coming to join us. But basically Doba is Kobe, but just big. She's a Doberman. Yeah. And I rescued her when she was 5 years old. And July 6th of last year, I had the biggest scare of my life. All I know is Doba collapsed. She was healthy as can be, and ran her to the emergency room, right? Like any good pet parent would do. And I brought her in, and it's not good when you're told that they're shutting down basically the hospital for everyone to work on her. That's what I was told. So I was getting ready I thought I was going to lose her. And then they come, they bring you into a room, and then it's coming when they bring you into the room. They're going to bring the bill. Okay. But one can never plan on what those bills are going to be, especially when you have something like that happen and your dog drops and you are petrified. So you go to your doctor, the hospital. And I remember, and I have the bills. I have all of them, actually, since July 6th. And trust me, from last year, there's quite a few. Unbelievable. And these are countless bills. I mean, I don't know if you can see that here. I mean, you see these big sums. These are surgeries. These are crazy numbers I'm showing you here. And you can't prepare for something like this. But I show you this because the first time we went, the first bill was, I believe it was probably around, I think it was between $8,000 to $9,000. And they didn't know what was wrong. They just said, here, we're doing all this stuff. This is what the estimate is. It was between, anywhere from 6,000 to 9. And what are you going to do in that moment? You're going to sign it. You're going to say, yes, go ahead. And, I was really fortunate to be able to say, yes, go ahead. And then within 24 hours, that bill, so let's say around $8,000, that one bill, the next day they have to do a CAT scan. And that CAT scan is a $5,000 bill. Okay, so not in 24 hours, not even, I was already at between $13,000 to $14,000. Yeah. And we were just trying to learn what was wrong with her. We had no idea why she fainted, except that her lungs were filled up with liquid. She has a very rare disease, and many of you know from following. It's called chlorothorax, and it's a disease that happens to quite a few dogs and cats and humans. All of us can be touched by it. And it's literally where your lymph nodes leak into your chest and you start suffocating. So you won't really know what's happening. Little by little, their chest is getting filled until one day they just drop because they can't breathe anymore. And something like this is, each time I had to go to the hospital was a matter of life and death. There wasn't just, let me go to the vet and see what's happening. And that right there, every time I went, I thought about, what if I couldn't pay that bill? Mm-hmm. What if I couldn't? And 3 weeks in, we scheduled her surgery. And I think, here we go, July 31st. Remember, this started July 6th. And this particular bill, this was the subtotal for a few days there for one of the surgeries, was $17,000. So in less than a month, $30,000 flew out the door. Now, some people might say, oh my goodness, I would never spend that on my dog. Well, my dog is my baby. I would do anything for my dog. I would sell the TV behind me. I would sell everything. I'd even sell my engagement ring if I had to. I would do anything in the world, like any of you would. But going through what I did with Doba made me realize that every time, what if I couldn't have afforded to pay that bill? So the surgery is one thing, but even after the surgery, I had to keep going to the hospital every 2 to 3 weeks because the liquid kept coming into her chest. Mm-hmm. So I thought about that. And then, with Carol, what she does, I mean, she's helping people bridge that gap between the family pet and the medical bills. And I felt the feeling that I had being able to take care of Doba was a gratitude that I can't even begin to express, because every time I walked in there, you know, I'm fortunate now. I've worked my ass off, but it's not always like that. We have good times, bad times, right? And every time, there's not one time, and I've been through that hospital, I mean, 40 times in the last, 9 months.
Yeah.
There's not one time that I didn't think about what if that was someone else? What if that was me, you know, like 20 years ago, and I couldn't pay that bill? And that would have meant to me she would have died in that day, that moment.
Yeah.
And leave in that feeling that would leave with you. I you know, and maybe it's because of how I grew up. I worked until when I was like 10, you know, started at 10 years old. And I think when you think about that and how hard you work and everything that you do, and then you're able to help your babies, that's a huge feeling. But imagine if you couldn't. And I couldn't, when I thought that I thought about other people, and I thought, okay, I can't imagine. And I know some people, this happens every day. People have to make those decisions. Okay, well, can I go to the hospital with my dog? Can I save her life? Is my husband, is my boyfriend, is my girlfriend, whoever's in your life, are they going to be okay with the choices that you're going to make to spend your money, your life savings, whatever it might be for your pet? And not everyone feels the same way, you know, luckily, but without my husband, Doba would have been saved. I'll tell you that. But you know, we don't always have that luxury in that moment. And that's why Carol and I are doing this partnership, because I want people to, one, definitely get insurance. Okay, we'll be talking about that later, but not probably today. But yes, get insurance. I did not have it, which makes it worse. But no, even if I had insurance, you still have to pay that up front. So it doesn't mean, you know, it's a great thing to have. Don't get me wrong, but you still have to have that money available. But that is really the reason behind of why I wanted to do this with Carol. And I want to be able to bring this to all of you, all of the people that have helped me, have stood behind me with Dog Mom Lifestyles, that's part of the subscription, that follows me, that follows our stories. You have made this moment possible. You have made me be able to donate every month to different rescues. And Carol has been one of those. We have helped families with their pet. We meaning not just me and her and you, all of us together. And I want to make a difference. And this partnership means we're going to be sharing stories with you about different families that have been helped based on having this foundation. And when you read their stories, the beautiful thing is you're all going to feel the same way. I'm sure I did, that, you know, we have a part of that. We are part of that story. And, you know, every month, last month, we donated to Brown Dog. I think it was like $255 from Dog Mom. And as we grow, so when we get to 500 subscribers, when we get to 1,000 subscribers, $1,000 a month goes to her organization or one of our other rescues. And that is what I'm fighting for. I want to just grow. So tell everyone, get a subscription box, do it. Because the bigger I can grow, the more money I can send to foundations like Brown Dog. But not only that, but again, you're part of it. It seems minor, that one box and that $1, but with everyone together, it makes a difference.
It does. So. Absolutely. And I'm gonna share just, Jocelyn's story is phenomenal, right? The expense that they've incurred with DOBA is massive. Chylothorax is one of the most expensive diagnoses out there. Many of the families that Brown Dog is helping, we're helping people with a couple $100 of gap. It's not even 30,000. We're helping families who, dog broke its leg and the cost is $2,000 and they've got all but 500 of it. And so literally they're sitting in a vet clinic and the vet clinic is saying, I can't fix your dog's leg without the other $500, and that family is having to consider euthanizing their pet because they don't have $500 in their bank account on a credit card or accessible through some other mechanism. And it's not, you can't say ugly vet. They're in business.
Yeah.
They've got to cover their expenses. They've got a business to run. They've got people to pay. They've got to cover the costs of doing business. So it's a whole thing. And that $500 that we come to the table with fixes it all. And so that $500 that Jocelyn helps us raise through her subscription boxes, the $255 that she donated this month that helped us save that dog's broken leg, boom, it all makes the difference in the world for that one family. So it's the little things. It can, $500 here, it could be $2,500 with another family. It can be as little as $50 getting somebody in to see a vet, just to see if their pet is in crisis. I mean, we've heard so many stories from families just, hey, I think my dog is sick. I don't know what's wrong, but I don't even have money in my bank account to take them to the vet today. I can't even write a check to see a vet today.
And even look, not to interrupt you, but Christine, hey, Christine, there's so many stories in her community where people have surrendered their fur babies because that was their only option. And the worst part is when you surrender your dog, when there's an injury or they're sick,
that's it.
90% of the time they're going to be euthanized. It's just that even euthanizing your dog costs money.
Yeah.
Imagine, okay, I need to put my dog to go to over the Rainbow Bridge, and I need $800 to do that.
Yeah.
Let's just say, when you think about it, it's a little disturbing, but also really sad. Because not all of us are prepared. We might be prepared now, but then 3 weeks from now, a bill comes in, the car breaks down, you're not prepared. And I wish no one had to make those choices. And I know that many of us do at different times in our life. And this is why, we're joining forces together. So this is going to be, this is our first year doing this partnership. And so again, you're going to hear many stories and a lot of lessons, even things for you as far as different insurance companies. We're not affiliates to any insurance company. And what I want to do is be able to recommend different insurance companies based on which has a better coverage overall for the year, emergency care, cancer, like all these different things. But that will be for another live. But I want everyone to know this is, again, we are so appreciative of everyone coming out tonight to hear what we're doing together, this partnership. And, please share. Hey, and everyone here, Christine, Michelle, let's see, Candy, I can't see everyone if you didn't log in with the name. But I know all of you have doggies, and you understand all of this. And if anyone has any stories, please feel free to put them in the chat, because we'd love to share that with everyone. And yep, there we go. You know what? It's true. Every little bit counts. Thank you for saying that, because it does. Even if it's, one of the best things that you can do too is, one thing is insurance. So I was going to say put money away in a bank account, but the truth is having that insurance for your pup makes that difference. It really does. Or having both, if you can do both, a little cash aside and insurance.
Yep. Absolutely.
What do you think, Carol? Is there any, what we have here? Let's see. Jacqueline Steinberg.
Yes. Jacqueline, thank you. Yes. And we're sorry about the little Facebook glitch that you encountered, but we are getting that fixed.
Oh,
gotta love Facebook. But yes, we're very thankful that you were able to use your birthday fundraiser for us. That was wonderful. Thank you so much.
Yeah, that is awesome.
Love that we're able to say thank you in person.
Yep, you gotta love Brad. I love it. You gotta love Brown Dog.
Thank you.
And Pat, you know what? Thank you for coming in. Thanks for everyone. Michelle, she has a beautiful dog named Jax. He's one of our
Hi,
favorites.
Michelle.
One of our favorites here at Dog Mom, because he's just always happy with one of our toys, and he's just always smiling.
I love it.
But I guess, is there anyone have any questions about our partnership or anything? You can totally ask now. We'll be doing other lives and different events together. And anyone, or Carol, you have anything you want to add?
No, just continue to spread the word, continue to support both organizations, both businesses. We love hearing stories. We love talking to y'all. We love being able to put this out there. So feel free to share this. You're going to see some posts over the next few days, at least come through Brown Dog's page. Would love it if you would post those out, share them out through your own social media. Just keep this going. We want to spread the word far and wide.
Ooh, awesome. I'm so excited that we got to make this grand announcement. Again, we have a partnership, and the partnership means that we're just working together to spread the word. And hopefully, with every box, every sale that I have, just more money will be able to go to a different shelter every month. And I'm hoping extra money will also be able to go to Brown Dog too. And I can't wait to share the stories with you. Right now, we're working on if it's going to be every other week, how we're going to go about that. And we'd love some feedback. Would you like to hear a story every week, every 2 weeks, once a month, of a family that was helped because of Brown Dog? And those stories are all pets' lives being saved.
Yeah.
Only because of a medical bill that maybe in that moment you didn't have enough for. Imagine having half of it and just not that other few $100s, And for me, I want to help change that as much as I can, but I can't do it alone. I need all of you and everyone, and so does Carol. So thank you.
Takes the village.
Yeah,
takes the village.
It does. I think this. Pat, did you say that in here somewhere? I think you might have. But so thank you again. Thank you everyone for joining us on this live. Is there anything you wanted to mention, or are we good, Carol?
I think we're good. Everyone, you're wonderful. Thank you for joining.
Thank you guys. Have a beautiful night. And thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, right. Jacqueline, thank you.
Thanks, guys.